It's fine. It's 104. So we do have 19 drivers, provisional 19 drivers, because soon enough for the sprint race, hopefully, we'll see Ghost, FRA Ghost, or yeah, WNS Ghost joining soon, hopefully for the sprint race. So welcome guys to F2 RWE round 3, and it'll be at China. So I'm going to quickly go over going over the standings. Nice. So we do have a open seat at Racing Point for now. So let's go over the standings, shall we? So after week 2, a very exciting and surprisingly clean, because you expect to be chaos on Vietnam at Hanoi. So Ben Spittle's leading for HWA with 76 points, and Silky way behind in P2, but he did win the last Grand Prix. He's now P2 with 49 points. Upstage Body third with Prema with 41 points, and then CTR Dafe 28. 5th place WangKing with 27. Crispy tied with WangKing behind him with 22. So the midfield, as we saw last season as well, is gonna keep staying close. There's that, and of course our leaders from constructors. It's HWA Race Lab with 89 points, and right behind them is Univitorsi, which I'm seeing some mistakes on the pictures standings. It should be 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. That doesn't matter though. So 2nd is Univitorsi with 53 points. 3rd, ITAG after a good weekend on Australia. But guys, now we're gonna go to qualifying. Now, who shall we go on board with? Let's go with our previous winner, Silky ATM. Now, she's gonna go spectate, turn off the map to see if he has invalidated his lap or not. So guys, whoever is in the comments, please let us know who do you think is going to get that pole position for today. And of course, pole position driver for qualifying will get 4 points to his name and for his constructor team. So right now we still see Silky with P in P14. Let's turn on the lap data and see what tires they have fitted on. We only see 2 drivers with the medium tires. So we still see Silky in P14, but we do see 2 reserves who are quick, and only trailing behind him, which is our leader. And have 2 Ben Spittles in 3rd, but we have Tom 1st and Bassinator 2nd with Charu racing team. You see Crispy pulling up to P3 now as Ben Spittles goes back down to P5. WangKing, the high tech, one of the high techs in P1 and the other one in P6. So we also see Upstage Body in P7. All the top 10 drivers with the soft tires, so it's not surprising to see that. IRT under P15 with the medium, so we'll see. It looks like, unless they invalidate right here in the last corner, it'll be Tom Battlers with the 143.1, close to the 143 flat, and CTR Kaos disqualifies as he is the only driver who invalidated his lap time. So I'm gonna quickly take a picture, or a video perhaps, of, since like I'm streaming, I can't take it right now. So we do see Tom Battler's getting 4 points for high tech, which is good for high tech. They're in 3rd in the constructors right now. Bassinator with Charu in P2. Ben Spittles, our leader of the championship, in P3. Crispy and Illy right behind him, and these 2 are like I would say they're the favorites for this championship, but so far they haven't had a good, well, at least for Illy, he didn't have a good race at Vietnam. We do see Crispy typing in the chat that he was so scared to spin or invalidate. I mean, we only saw 1 driver invalidating his lap. and it slides out, and where we go, we see Tom Battler. Is it Bassinator gonna go start? It is. Bassinator taking the lead. Tom Battler's in P2. Oh, some drivers are touching. Let's go on the back. Some contact. It's the Carveli, and there's a spin. There's a spin. A lot of cars. Oh, this is so bad. And it looks like Illy accidentally clicked out of the game. He was looking at his main menu. I think he chose F1 2019 for some reason. We did see a lot of contact. I don't know if we have a virtual safety car. A lot of cars going slow. No, that's just them going slow. So a lot of contact. We do have Andre with a 5-second penalty, ignoring yellow flags. So we did see a lot of contact. And quickly, I'm going to try and invite Illy. And we are back. Oh, we see Ghostly in P5 already. Let's see how many positions he made up. He made up 3. Illy has now joined. The top 3 stays the same, but we did see a lot of contact. It might have been Illy causing some confusion with the Ghost. I believe he is back. No, he's not. RWE Pat overtaking what it seems like Andre. They're going onto the straight. Let's go back to the top as Tom is only 1/10. Oh, Tom overtook Bassinator sometime. And Bassinator side by side with Tom going into the braking zone, braking on the 100 mark brake board. Gonna do the switchback. Can he get a better traction out of that turn? No. Tom keeps P1, but we'll see on the straight what's gonna happen here. Time goes a bit wide, and reminder that we get DRS on the 3rd lap, and we see some ghosting here. Might be some glitching from the leaderboard. We're seeing some glitches here. And we do see, apparently, it looks like it's upstage in P3, but what if I hide everything here? It doesn't look like everybody's ghosting. I've seen this glitch before. We'll see if we can get through this glitch. Now it should be fixed. So these are the actual leaders. Tom and P1. Bassinator, I can even see the intervals. It's just a tiny glitch here. Oh, Codemasters, you never fail to amaze us. So Bassinator fighting Tom here in upstage, trying to keep up, and he does have the quicker tire here. Because he did qualify with those softs. Actually, no. These might be the softs that he's qualified with. And we see Bassinator close. We see a bend close to Bassinator. Or F1 driver reserving here for F2. It still shows Pat in P1. Now it has fixed. Pat is now last after he stopped. He's the only driver who stopped, so it might have been him who caused the accidents here. We don't have any intervals for him, so we'll bear with that. And it looks like Bassinator and Ben Spittle is going at it on the last turn. Ben had to go wide. Let's see what happens here. Side by side, who's going to brake later, who's going to yield. DRS is activated. Let's go on board with Bassinator. They look like they touched it a little bit, and Bassinator is going to come back on the inside, but then Ben's going to get the inside line. It's going to be better for him. Bassinator might get the switchback, and the traction center of that turn is very, very hard. So we still see Ghostly in P5 making up 3 positions, and Crispy only losing 1, but looks like Trolls here making a good race here in the feature race. Dafe in P8, whereas CTR Kaos, who has made up 7 positions under with the time penalty. Ellie trying to come back here after making a silly mistake. You do see both Tridents and last. Don't know what happened there. I was going through the drivers. And looks like our closest fight here is Kaos trying to get good points with Ben, as Ben is in P2. Now, Soki here is in P2 in the championship. He's only 10th. He's only going to get 1 point if it stays like this. And we do have some yellow flags. It looks like it's some contact here. It's Fleury and Paralejo maybe overtaking each other, but Andre is coming back to him. I don't see any damage from Fleury, but he's going a bit slow. Ghostly P4. Now it looks like the top three is gonna get calm as Tom pulls away and gets another fastest lap. It's Aiden. Oh, it's Paulo right behind Aiden. Let's see. Let's look at tires here. So everybody on the medium tires. Oh, and Ben Spittles gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for exceeding track limits. Now, Andre opens DRS here, over 300 kph. See if he's gonna brake late. I don't believe so. He's gonna make it. Fleury going a bit slow, and it's Paralejo who reset it to track. I don't know what happened here. So it's FR Illy making a good comeback now in P8 in the points for the feature race. So let me invite Andre real quick. Oh, we have some yellow flags. I don't see what's happened here. It's Ghostly. Ghostly has spun, and he spun again. So he was having a good race, and now he's spinning around. Oh, he's using the MotoGP track. He might get a penalty here if he goes slow enough, and he made it just fine. And he spun again. He spun again. After going the shorter route, he spun again. And now we can go quickly back to let's invite Andre again. So we might get that glitch later today, and it's Ghostly still spinning, so I would say these tires are done for him. And I see something behind us. Is that WangKing? WangKing is getting lapped, so not a good race for WangKing. And Ben Spittles gets the fastest lap as he's right behind Tom. And look, Upstage has now pitted. Now back down to P12, so that puts, oh, we see something side by side, 3 wide here. That is Fleury Page, ART Paulo fighting Aiden. See what happens here. Where is Fleury? Fleury on the inside behind Pablo. Let's go on board with Fleury. Fleury right behind us, Upstage with the freshened tires. We have quite the fight here. So it's gonna be Upstage right behind him, catching up quickly to this fight of 3 cars. So I believe it's Illy overtaking Silky. Oh, we have a very close fight here for the points, top 10. I'll stay quiet so you guys can listen in. Gasco has pitted, so it's one of the other drivers in the medium strategy pitting now. And it looks like Upstage overtaking Fleury. I mean, Upstage has the best grip out of here. He's the only driver with the fresh tires apart from Dafe, who has 2 lap old tires. So we'll go on board with Illy spun again, proving that this turn is very difficult for these drivers. We've seen Bassinger be a victim of this turn, but Bassinger's in P5. So let's go on Ben. Ben trying to overtake Tom, and there's some contact. Did he get some wing damage? I don't think so, but hard fighting here. Oh, there's a spin. Ben has spun. Trying to fight hard. And that is WangKing unlapping himself from Ben. But Ben still is in P2, showing good pace. Tom has pulled and getting fastest lap. Now Ben showing fastest lap, and Illy gets a 3-second time penalty. So Ben's still under 2 seconds of Tom, so he can definitely catch him. But I think it's time for pit for these medium tires. So there's some action that happened at the back. It's CTR Kaos pitting. That means his teammate Daf is gonna jump him. Now, RT Pablo up ahead. Rwe must have overtaken him before. So we're back with Ben Spittles and Thomas. We're back to it on the back straight. Let's see once Ben opens his DRS if there's gonna be a move. We'll see. Ooh, Ben tries to go and try to do the switchback. He gets better traction. We'll see how he does. Does he brake early? They're both going to the pits. And Tom goes a bit long here. And Ben's gonna pull a Sebastian Vettel. Ben has taken the lead on the pit straight, and it looks like it might be the provisional lead here, the net lead, as he overtook him. It's up to the mechanics here. Who's gonna come out first? Ben is still, Tom's still trying to get to his box. Ben has left his box now. Ben's gonna lead this Grand Prix. Now it's up to Trolls to pull away, and Ferrari makes the move for the lead. This is the first time we see Ferrari here making a move for a P1. And as Aiden gets a time penalty, let's see. So Tom is right behind Ben, and I believe Tom's gonna push here. Both drivers with soft tires. Now, Trolls and Ferrari, midfield drivers I would say, but Trolls is a bit better. He has won the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix last season, so it's a strong driver, and they're doing very good for the HWA. So 5 laps remaining. Let's see what's gonna happen here. So a couple of drivers get to pit. Now we do see Rwe Page pitting. Looks like Toll's tires are giving up as he slid away into that turn. Now let's go on board back with upstage options. Now catching up to Tom and Ben, but I believe Tom and Ben are going to pull away from us right here. So we might get here a European top 3 finish here. As we're going to have Tom and Ben Tittles. That's still going to be having to be decided, as they've been fighting the whole race. I don't see any more gaps close apart from this one. Tom is a bit still too far. Oh, he brakes late. Does he go for a move? He goes long, but pushes Ben out of the track and makes the move. So this is technically a net P1 for Tom, and he's made the move. Let's go on board with Ben. See if we can get it on this turn, onto turn 1. Oh, Tom pulls away from to the side, trying to avoid slipstreaming with Ben with faster times, faster straight line speed. I do see ART Andre coming back. Hopefully he stays there so he can take over his car for the sprint race. So we do see some action in the middle in P5. So a couple of cars pitting. That is Ferrari and Trolls, the leaders. They're now in the top 10, which is they're doing a good race. I would say Ferrari from P10. Oh, there's a fight, and oh, Tom has spun, and he reset at the track. So that is upstage in P2, and Daphne not that far behind. So Ben, I would say, getting a little bit of payback, or telling him, oh, that's karma. You made me spin on turn 1, and it's your turn. So that is Bastian trying to catch up to Daphne. I would believe that Bastian will get him, as he has the faster tire, and they're a lot fresher for the 5-lap-old medium tires. Now, Paralejo still in P10, getting 1 point. I would say Daphne is improving so much, and so is Ferrari and Trolls. Looking back at round 1 Australia, round 2 especially Trolls fighting in the wall. He only lasted one lap after he got taken out twice, unfortunately. Now, we don't see any close fights apart from Gas Girl and Flurry Page, proving that it's hard to overtake on this track. You only have the hairpin at the back straight and maybe turn 1, which is hard. Other than that, you're gonna have to be following the course. Now, Fascinator. Oh, Duffy's pulled away. Like, yeah, definitely. Bass doesn't have that much downforce on his car for those kind of turns, but on the straight, you can definitely see that he has the certain speed. Now, if it wasn't the last turn, it might be this one. Fascinator right close to Duffy. Oh, they're gonna be side by side soon. Let's see who is going to yield first. We'll be on board with Duffy to see if it's gonna be a close overtake. No, Ambassador comfortable with the overtake. Oh, he's gonna get the inside. A lot of people taking the inside here. Oh, he did it well there. And look, Ferrari's catching up. Only 2 seconds behind Duffy, and I believe he will get that position from Duffy. I mean, it's only right now it's the penultimate lap. But Fascinator, after qualifying P2 and making having a spin, I believe they're in the VSC. We've only had one VSC, not that many crashes or incidents right now. But so far, clean race. I mean, there was some mess on turn 1, but that's expected with these F2 cars, which are hard to drive. Now, the interval is only 10 seconds. I believe this will be our top 3, unless something happens up front. You never know. But we do see Duffy and Ferrari. And this is the only fight that we're seeing. WangKing pits again. He might retire here on the pits. You don't know. He might be going for the fastest lap, but he's not inside of the top 10. Now, Duffy's still getting DRS, and he's catching up to Fascinator with old tires. Let's go into tires here real quick. Yeah, 8 lap medium tires. There's also Trolls trying to join the party. Yes, he's gonna be fighting Ferrari soon. So we really can't see the fuel loads here, but honestly, everybody starts with high fuel, and you really can't manage it. I mean, you can by like over revving and then really avoid from lifting coasting to braking hard. So Duffy's still especially keeping up with Fascinator. We'll see high speed corners, like the high downforce corners like these, or like generally the second sector, and like beginning of the third when you get to that hairpin, where you're like a stadium like part. And we do see our driver F4 Ghost, WNS Ghost, the teammate for Upstage, so Upstage will be happy to have him here. Does Duffy get a good traction? He understeers a little bit out of the track when going out of the track. And he still has DRS, and WangKing right behind him trying to lap himself. That is Trolls gonna get DRS. Barely got it, he didn't get it. He's still 9/10 behind. And Barra with 3 seconds, but he's still safe from ART on. And that is definitely Fascinator pulling away as Duffy is just getting slower and slower. I would say the fight here is the last lap, and we do see the top 3. Ben Spittles Upstage. I was forgetting there's a lot of fighting here. I forgot this is the last lap. But Ben Spittles is your winner for the feature race, pulling away in the standings as Soki's only getting P8, so that's like around 4 points maybe. Upstage Ambassador in P3. Let's quickly invite our drivers here. Now, so as I invited our drivers here, hopefully they'll join, and I'm gonna get my phone ready to take down the standings of the results. So we do have our driver and P2 upstairs body joining. We're waiting for Ben, our winner for the feature race. Guys, please make sure you include your audio so you can be heard on the stream.
Yep, included.
Making sure Ben has his audio included. Ben, what a good race, man! You won the feature, pulling away in the standings. You had a very intense fight with Tom, and you spun once, and you came back. Tell me about it. How was your race?
Yeah, it was pretty good, and yeah, just had a close fight with Tom, and we had a little incident at first couple of corners, turn 2. I got half spun, and then yeah, I caught, but he waited up for some reason. I don't know why, but then we battled again, and then I don't know if you called it a stream, but the hairpin in the first sector, or just into the second sector, I went up his inside, I locked up a bit, and he went off and spun.
Yeah, we did get that on stream.
Yeah, he had to go for dinner, so I'm not sure what his antics were trying to hold me up, but yeah, it was just a good race in general.
Okay, and upstage body in P2 getting a podium once again. Upstage, tell me about your race. I mean,
well, yes,
you had a good race starting from P7.
Well, yes. First, I went onto the soft at the start, which only I and Buffet did, and I was called a moron in party for doing so. Into turn 1, I think I made a few positions. Then I was basically stuck behind Ben and Tom and Batsnator until Batsnator had his first of many spins. No offense.
Cheers.
And, yeah, and then well, yeah, and then I just basically trudged behind them. Then I pit and went on to mediums, and I don't know if you caught this, but I made some pretty good overtakes on like a train of people. Like I went around the outside of Flowery and like the S section, and then I overtook Aiden and whoever the other one was into the hairpin, which was some pretty good moves.
Indeed, and I confirm I did get that on stream. And Bassinator, and good job offstage. And Bassinator, I believe you spun during the VSC and then another time in the hairpin on the third sector. But you still came back in P3 and you definitely had a good race. Tell me about it.
So, spins were annoying because getting used to these F2 cars is horrible. But overall, glad to make the recovery up to P3 and hope I can carry it over to a sprint race.
Alright, thank you, man. Good race, and good luck, guys, for the sprint.
Right, see you soon as up.
And now where we go? So that feel looks like she's already having a bad start. Let's go backwards, see if something happens. So far, clean start, better. And there's a car spun. It's Flurry. Flurry has spun, or he might have had contact with somebody. But oh, there's carnage again in the hairpin in turn 1, proving very hard with these cars. I mean, it's very hard to steer, and having a lot of bad luck here. And that is Bassinator up to P3. It's a train of cars that's Trolls having a bad exit of that turn. There's upstage already in P6. Ben and Daffy has dropped down to P8, so that's not very good. Only getting the remaining point. And there is a train of cars. A lot of cars from P8 to, I believe that is P3. So that's a lot of cars. Let's go up ahead. Oh, that is somebody's ghosting. I believe that is Tom. Oh, that's Illy. But where is Tom? Is he racing? I believe he is. He is racing. Now, still a lot of cars here in the middle of the points. Both Campos overtaking each other. Where are they? Now Paralejo has made a move on his teammate, and we see some yellow flags. Oh, that's major contact. That is Tom Battlers and Crispy. Crispy has had contact with Tom, and Crispy has left the session. Not very good for the Carling drivers, but let's see if Crispy Ellie can make this better. P3 trying to get a podium here. So you can see Bassinator overtaking Silky. Silky trying to get another victory here on the sprint race, and Bassinator making a move, and Ellie just creeping back behind. Oh, and he closes the door a bit, and we still see that big train of cars 3 wide into this turn. And Aiden has retired. Are we gonna see a safety car? And he's retired into the pits. So Silky has dropped back down, and okay, we're having this glitch again. So we might have to wait a couple of laps for this to fix. So I really don't know who's in P1. So I believe Silky. Oh, Bastinger is in P1 now. It's fixed now. Ferrari's still in P4, and he's getting pressured by Ben. And Ben's really quick. So both HWA drivers here getting good points. Oh, Nelly goes very, very wide. I'm surprised he didn't spin there. Oh, and this Upsy's making a move on 12s. That's a beautiful move. It's still a lot of trains. I believe that they're struggling, and there's still a lot of trains. Look at the mini map. They're all together. They're really not spread out. And that is Ben making a move on Ferrari. See who's gonna break later. And I believe Illy is gonna make a move on Silky. Who's gonna break later? Oh, let's go on board with Illy in P2. That is Silky right behind him. Oh, trashing a little bit hard there. And Silky leaves space, but he mistake from Illy, and he gets a penalty. So Illy will have to pull away. And there was a mistake from Crispy. He thought Tom would be ghosted, but he hit him. That's why Crispy left. There's no chance. Oh, Ben Spittle's making a move on Silky. What a beautiful move. I didn't catch that. I only saw the board of. Oh, and Silky spun and he saved it. There's still a lot of fighting. And Illy just went wide. What happened to Illy? What is going on with Illy? Why is he in the gravel? Did his car die? Is this a glitch? What is going on? So, getting a word from Illy, both Carlin drivers having a bad day. That's unfortunate from Illy. He was fighting in the top 3. Oh, that's very unfortunate. So we'll go back. Ben Spittle's in P2. Unless he catches the Ambassador. Ambassador proves that he is quick, and Ben looks up a little bit. And then it's just Ferrari making the move for P3, but Upsy gets a better traction. Oh, Silky's struggling with traction, and we're still seeing this train of cars. So I believe this Paralejo trying to get this last point in P8. A reminder that only the top 8 gets points here. P1 15 points, so that compared to P1 and the feature race, they get 25 points. That's very unfortunate for the calling drivers. Very unfortunate. And we're still seeing this huge train of cars from P9 trying to get that remaining point, and even from P10. All the top 10 drivers getting to the top 8, and that is Dafe making it, not Dafe, Paralejo P8, and Dafe right ahead of him. Oh, and Andre breaks late. So Andre making a good comeback here, starting from last, as he got disqualified from last race. Looking or sniffing that P8, but P8 is pulling away. Let's go on board with Paralejo as, oh, Dafe goes very wide, getting dirty air from Soki, and oh, Paralejo showing the road, his front wing to Dafe, like telling him, oh, I'm faster than you, let me go. But Soki's struggling a little bit from P6. And that is close again in P5. Oh, and Soki making a move on Paralejo. I believe he pulled him wide, and that is a car spinning. That is WangKing. WangKing has spun. WangKing has spun. And Pat has overtaken him. He's overtook him. So And Nikita Mazepin car. So, we see some yellow flags. Is that Ghostly again spinning? And it is Ghostly spinning again on the same turn. That's not very good for Ghostly. So let's go back with Parra. Very close. Is he gonna make a move here? And he does. But Trolls having creating contact with Parralejo. I believe here Trolls is gonna tuck in behind as Parra does have a penalty here, so Parra will have to pull away. Ooh, guys. We just have a couple laps remaining, and it looks like it's gonna rain because if you look at that cloud on your left, it has gotten very dark ever since it started, ever since the race started. So Ghostly gets a 3-second time penalty. I thought you got something. Watch. It's like now. I believe Trolls here is gonna stay behind and avoid getting a penalty. It's getting darker, so we might see some rain right now. Well, not probably right now, but if in 2 laps time if it's darker and that cloud gets over the track, we might see some rain. Now ART Paulo gets a penalty, and as I was saying, Trolls is gonna stay behind and try to avoid getting a penalty. Let's quickly go on penalties here. So that is Parra with only 3 seconds. Everybody with 3 seconds. So we see here Parra. He's only like 8 seconds, 7 seconds behind us. And we see some yellow flags. That is a white car. Is that Tom or is that WangKing? That is WangKing, proving that he's not having a good race here. That's unfortunate for the high techs. Oh, Parralejo catching up a lot to Ferrari. He's gonna get the top 4 here. Soon enough, probably in lap 10 or maybe on the last lap, we'll see a fight between Bassinator and Ben Spittles. Oh, is it raining? Is it raining here? Oh, it has started raining, guys. Not that many fights anymore. Bassinator is still under second from Ben Spittles, but he has that 3-second time penalty. So Ben Spittles here, unless he spins right now, he's gonna get this win. So we are in the last lap, going to the back straight. We only have 2 corners left for this race to end. So high tech at least getting 1 point here for the sprint race. Now options will get this P3, and I might as well start inviting our top 3 here. So Ben Spittles wins the sprint race. Ben Spittles. I forgot who got pole position here. Hold on, let me double check who got pole. Let me check who got pole. Oh, that is Tom Battler, so that is unfortunate. But we see the top 3 once again from the feature race in the sprint race, making a good comeback from P8, P7, and P6 all the way to the podium. So let's double check who is in the podium. We see Obsess and Bassinator. Is Ben here? Is Ben here? So guys, make sure you include your audio. And yeah, as Obsess said, it's very familiar podium here. You guys definitely did a good job from P8, P7, and P6 to come back into the podium. So I'll start with Ben. Ben, how do you feel after winning both races here at China? And after that start, at the very beginning, it looked very hectic. There's a lot of a lot of cars ahead of y'all.
Yeah, it was just a great race. The start was the most sketchiest thing known to man because Illy was lagging so bad. I don't know if you caught it on stream, but he was teleporting everywhere. And
Gotcha.
And then I was in the pack behind people, and I just had to, you know, pick my chances. And I think coming to turn 1, I went up the inside of Ferrari and Illy, and then Illy like just drove off into the gravel. I'm not too sure what happened because it's lagging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got that on stream. Yeah, he definitely like his car parked on the gravel. I was so confused.
Yeah. Then I just had to catch up Vaccinator. I ended up making a move into the first bunch of corners, and yeah, it's pretty much my race.
Good race, man. Driver of the day indeed. Look at that. Bassinator, tell me about your race. I mean, as well, the three of y'all coming back into the podium, but tell me, how was your race?
So race was good. Pulling away from the start, leading all the race, and then I just couldn't keep it together on the warm mediums, and Ben had so much more pace in the end. But happy with a Peter.
Congrats, man. And upstage, tell me about your race. I mean,
Well,
I was on board with you the whole time.
I mean, I was P7. I started there, and I guess I made some moves because I was in P3 at the end. But there was one point where Pahalejo, or whoever, I don't know how to pronounce his name, was like chasing down me in 12s, and he got past 12s, and he got past Ferrari, and then he was like chasing me, and then something happened to him because he died.
Yeah, I believe he spun by himself. He died because he just was frustrated.
I see. Yeah, but so I think I did a good race, I guess. I mean, P7 to P3, got on a podium. What more can you ask?
Very good from you. I believe you're gonna be P2 on the standings after this, so congrats for you and Ben as well, pulling away.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Don't go away. In a couple of in 40 minutes or so, we're gonna have the F1 race here at Italy, so don't miss that. And
I'm up for reserving.
Won't be as good as the F2 race though, AO.
Yeah,